Hi, how are you? My name's Beta, and today we'll be going over No Context Furry, the new Twitter account that has become my personal favorite in the past few months. It's basically a meme account where they take submissions of furries out of context and post them to the internet. So today we'll be going over a bunch of their submissions because I have nothing better to do and it sounds like fun. I actually saw a post from them making its rounds on Twitter this weekend of some piss flag, I think. That's the best way to describe it. I'm sure we're gonna see it today. And the funny thing about a lot of these submissions here, some of these have absolutely zero context of even being furry. You kind of have to be there or understand a bit of the scenario to kind of get the picture of if furries cause this or not. In all seriousness, this furry Twitter account has become my favorite in the past few months because, funnily enough, sometimes I understand the context of a few of these images. I'm not necessarily a fan of furry gimmick accounts in general, but this one specifically just it does it for me. Like, furries out of context, and it's not even like very niche images of like fursuiters randomly out and about, but like there is some here where if you weren't any the wiser, you wouldn't think they're related to furry. Some of them are. Like, look at their pin post. It's literally the tape outline on a random floor. What is the context of this? This looks like some random space, but lo and behold, I know exactly what space this is. This is the Anthrocon convention space. Why do I know that? Based on the fucking rug floor patterns? Well, this is what happens when you're a furry for like 6+ years at this point. But can you see like why I kind of like this account? You can kind of get a little bit of context from even out of context images based on people you know in the photo, the environment around it, or simply because the image associated is entirely notorious. It's made its rounds already, and you probably know about it. But today we'll be going over the submissions from No Context Furry on Twitter, so go check them out if you haven't already. They are, in my opinion, curating my Twitter feed so that's a whole lot better, and not just the dumpster fire I'm used to seeing, so be sure to drop them a follow if you haven't already. And same thing with me. I mean, I just post crap in the occasional, life jacket art that I get on Twitter. Which, by the way, thank you for that. I love receiving all the fan art and nice words you've said to me about a lot of the videos that I've been doing, so I appreciate it a lot. Like, hey, I just thank you guys for being wonderful. But without further ado, let's get started. Alright, No Context Furry. The space for images in and around the furry scene with context truly omitted. Well, we already went over this one a little bit earlier, which a lot of these posts have no caption and as little context as possible, so you have to figure out what's going on here. Or not, just enjoy it for what it is. But yeah, pretty much as little context is given for a lot of these. I mean, especially this one, this has like no furries or fursuiters in the image. You just kind of have to guess based on what you know about the furry community. And luckily I did, and I guessed right, because this is an anthro crime. Anthro for Anthrocon, see? Haha, I got it right. Oh. Okay, here's the thing about this. I would trust furries to fly me. I'd trust furries to fly this thing, even with the fursuit hand pawns on. But that's what I love about the range of this. Sometimes you can guess if it actually is furry or not. You know it is, but it gives you even less clues to figure out what the context might be. I don't know if it's just me, but whenever I'm given out of context images, I just want to get the context behind them. That's why it's taken me like 10 minutes to go over 2 of these. Yeah, this image doesn't surprise me. If anything, it looks metal as fuck. Like, if you took this image and turned it into an album art cover, like the little explicit logo on the bottom left, and then the band's, like, logo on the top left, that would look great. That would look so good. Also, this wouldn't be the first time I've seen fursuiters wrestle one another. I know this guy, absolute unit, who is able to lift people and have them do a flip. It's the thing they do. They're really cool. But I've seen some videos of them and I think other fursuiters, actually like tossing and wrestling one another in full fursuit. So this image, as is, does not surprise me. But yeah, that's neat. Let's keep going. Oh, well. There it is. There you go. Yeah, I don't think I need to try and explain this one. Furry Deodorant is new. I feel like that doesn't make much sense now that I think about it. Some furries at conventions reek. When I mean some, I don't mean all furries. Look, that would be bold and irresponsible of me to say, oh, all furries stink at furry conventions. No, that's not true. It's just some that do. I've always been curious to see what furry deodorant is like. Because, I mean, I like the fursuit sprays and things that are scented, usually. Never tried furry deodorant, though. Always been curious to see what it's like. I'd have to try it at some point. We'll see. Actually, this might be leading to a future video I have in mind. Buying and trying furry products. Write that down for later, if you could. Anyone watching this. Oh. Oh, Fwanky! I love Fwanky. He's such a sweetheart. See what I mean? Like, some of these just aren't even no context for me. This is just, I know people. I know I've been a furry for like 5 years, so I'm bound to see something chaotic, something cursed, or something entirely out of context with someone I know in it. I kind of like that shirt with just Sharpie and Peak on the front of it. It looks so good. I like this vibe. Let's keep going. Oh. How very suave of you. I'm sure there's some joke in here that I'm not getting, but the one thing that's irking me is the random strays of hair on the bottom of this. Which I know, that's inevitable whenever you wear something latex, vinyl, rubber-like around you. I would know from experience, believe it or not. I know, a bit of a shocker to some of you, but yeah, you know, wearing latex is neat, I'll say that. As soon as you go anywhere with one of these things on, you're bound to get hairs tracking you, or some sort of residue just around it. That's why when you're usually in this stuff, you don't really touch anything. Anyhow, let's keep going. Oh, hey, it's Doctor. I love Doctor. There's Sweep. What is going on with the horse in there? But yeah, Doc is pretty cool. I know him. I know that guy. This isn't really helping my case. I feel like a lot of these are like targeted around like the New England area. I feel a little targeted with some of these, you know, pictures here. Like all of these are like kind of New England area related or people that I know around here. So I'm like, interesting. Well, let's keep going. Okay, so I feel like this might be self-explanatory if you think about it a little bit. I'm wondering why this POV was captured in the first place, but, you know, several questions are very much unanswered. Maybe it's best they be left unanswered. Oh, I thought it was on fire. Anointed? Hello? What on earth? I thought that was on fire. This doesn't look like it's on fire. This just looks like a light is beaming down on it. Oh my god, it's Professor Lando. I miss Professor Lando. He's still going? He's a pretty good YouTuber. I mean, he's doing the Danny DeVito into a FURSONA, and that looks pretty good. Well, that just entirely ruined the no context to this. I gave all the context to this. I'm not making a good case for myself. I promise I don't know a lot of these. I know people, and I recognize people's characters and their suits and convention floor spaces for some reason. I know such a wide range of things. I just happen to know that stuff. Crazy experiences only in Japan. What on earth? What does this mean? I thought this was water. That's not water. That's a wall. What on I get why this is furry, you know, the animal Walmart mask things. There's Joe Biden. Oh, I remember this video. This music video with the random fursuiters in the back. I think this is around the end. This wasn't like the whole video. This was like a little clip near the end. Or maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I could be wrong. Oh. Is that Dulce? Oh, that is Dulce. Okay. I didn't even realize at all. I just saw the fursuit and I'm like, I recognize those colors. Is that Dulce? And then literally his reply, slightly lower. Oh, hey, that's me. So they advertised their car and fursuit. You know what? I think that's a good selling point. Dude, what a fucking life that would be. That looks awesome. That looks like the life. You're in fursuit. First off, those paws, immaculate. This fursuit as is looks fantastic. Vibing outside on like some rooftop with juice, whatever drink that you want. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna assume that's weed or something, or some sort of pen. Some music, a little candlelight. That's perfect. That is perfect beyond belief. Oh, yeah, that's a furry flag. I mean, this is also happening in a con room too, based on the lock on the door. I gotta stop giving context to this and enjoy this for what it is. Very cool. Don't do this, though. Barney also doesn't say this for legal purposes. Bathing suits, not fursuits. Fursuits are not allowed on the pool deck or in the pool. Thanks you. Thanks you, Beta. Please. Thanks. I mean, hopefully furries aren't a problem at a pool and they're just like, hey, you know, make sure to wear a bathing suit and do not bring your fursuit to the pool. Because I'm sure, you know, as much as stuff like this is fun, where, you know, you're going around in your fursuit head around the pool, I feel like they can be a little bit of a hazard and, you know, liability for the hotel. But, Oh. I think this is Nonstop Pup's room. I think I saw him tweet this at some point. I swear to God, I saw him tweet this at some point. I mean, you know, it's a solution if you have someone coming by and you really need to cover up the stuff. This is the way to do it. These hashtag Nick at hashtag night reruns giving me crazy hashtag wine dreams. Or are they hashtag wine mares? This is probably the most out of context thing I've ever seen on an account. I'm sure they left it there for this reason, so that it like sits here as the pinnacle of out of context compared to the rest that are probably furry things. Like, look at this. We're gonna go back. First thing. Oh, hey, a fursuiter. It works out. What's the context? I mean, out of context, I don't know what's going on, but I don't know if this is one of those like mascot-esque furry costumes or fursuits, but it's interesting to say the least. Either way, let's keep going over these out of context furry. Oh, hey, it's an out of context furry. You know, I kind of like this. I like because this is clearly a fursuit photo happening right here. But you gotta love the person in the corner taking the picture of everyone else taking photos. It always looks so uncanny. Either way, let's keep rolling back, I guess. Oh! What? Hold on. That is terrifying. That is absolutely terrifying. What? Who is this? Who is this person? I feel like I've seen this, like, face here before, many times. This is supposed to be some, like, celebrity, right? In Arthur? Look, I know I grew up with Arthur. I never really, like, watched the show as a kid. I'm gonna take a guess here. I don't know why, but the name Kevin Bacon is screaming to me. Oh, hey, it's Ziv Vodka. Look, I mean... or whoever Ziv Vodka is here. Not gonna lie, Ziv Vodka was the first time I got introduced to how furries take some anthropomorphic animal character and ask the question, but what if? And honestly, I just thought he was like a cute wolf character. I didn't know any better until I started looking at what furries were making. I'm like, oh, Diva Down. We salute you, January to December. Gone but not forgotten. Who is this? I mean, also, I guess we're getting context. This is Solvi Links. I don't know what's going on here from what FurCon, but this looks like a time. Diva Down, I don't know who this is, but we salute you. Oh, Anthrocon.tv, AV department, crying corner. Yeah, that sounds about right. So a gentle reminder, as usual, thank your local con staff and volunteers, because they put in the hard work to make furry conventions happen. Let's keep going. Oh, I mean, I don't think much context is needed here. I think I got the full picture. I'm sure a lot of people looking at this are getting the full picture here. Oh, best drip into game? I mean, damn right. Look at those fursuit thighs. Sheesh. I'm kidding. Look, it's mainly the fursuit looks really nice, okay? Best drip in the game. I mean, most expensive drip in the game, if you ask me, but still good drip nonetheless. Your fetishes are what make you who you are. What wise words from a manga and anime series I have yet to see to this day. You're probably wondering, Beta, you haven't seen Beastars? You gotta watch Beastars. You'll love Beastars. You'll love Legoshi. I love him so much. Please watch Beastars. See, that's the exact reason why I haven't seen it yet. I'm just gonna enjoy it from a distance and kind of see how that sort of side of the fandom, not necessarily furry fandom, but, you know, the fandom within Beastars kind of acts, and maybe look at it from a distance. That's about it. Oh, this is a shuttle to a furry convention. That is all I got here. Yeah, so it appears they're on the Silver Line, which is a transit line to and from the airport in, you know, Boston, and they look like they're underground in the tunnel system underneath Boston, going to or from the airport. This is either going to A&E, Anthro New England, the Boston Furry Convention, or maybe there's just furries here. That's about it, but yeah, I think I gave as much context as was needed. Some people didn't even probably want this. That's Suka. I love Suka. They're a sweet bean. I forgot, this photo went around for a little bit during BLFC because they had their little HVAC business. We'll do like a few more and then I'm gonna wrap things up because I feel like we've gone over a good handful of submissions for today. Okay, you know what? Scratch that. I think we're good. I'm pretty content with our adventure into No Context Furry thus far. So on that note, I'm gonna wrap things. That was the wrong scene again. I'm gonna wrap things up. So on that note, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this, be sure to let me know in the comments. If you want me to go over more out of context furry images like this, let me know as well. Again, big shout out to No Context Furry for doing something that is kind of neat. In my opinion, it's a way of archiving some historic moments within furry that you wouldn't think otherwise that are furry. If you want me to go over any other furry accounts or furry related media specifically, be sure to let me know in the comments. I'm trying to shift gears on here a little bit, trying some things new. Because why not? You only live once, and if it works, it works. Be sure to pre-order my plushie if you haven't already. It's a pretty cool Maverick Proto plushie. I like that thing. All my other socials are in the description below if you want to support me there. Yeah, I got nothing else to say or promote. Thank you all for watching. Have a good night. Take care. Life stay jacket, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.